Hey guys, my name is Barbara Bass and I am back with another word. Um, I could say recently you did this and that. I'm gonna just tell you what I did and then you can decide if you relate, okay? Um, I was trying to sell my old car. I have two cars, but I was trying to sell my old car because I really needed the money. And I was waiting for the perfect time. I was told that it would be sold around the perfect time. And so um, there were two big lump sum of bills that I need to pay. And the lump sum of those two put together was like $1,500. And so I was trying to figure out if I could sell the car for $1,500, but through looking online and seeing other cars around that price range, I was like, these cars look way better than what I'm selling, and they are way better conditioned than what I'm selling. So I was convicted in my spirit that I was selling the car for too much, but I really wanted to pay for these two things, and I was like, if I just sell it for a cheaper amount, it's not going to be enough to pay for these two things, and that's going to make me have to work harder and blah 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 blah. So anyway, long story short, I saw this word and this lady was talking about casting your net one more time, and it was talking about she was talking about the scriptures where Jesus is telling his disciples, some of his disciples, cast the net one more time, and this time you'll get more fish. And they're like, man, we've been doing this all day, and that's the same thing with me. Like I had been trying and trying and trying to sell this car, and it was not selling at that price, which um made me led me to do more research, which is when I started seeing there's better looking, better conditioned cars that are being sold at the same price. So then I knew in my spirit I had to go down on the price in order for it to sell. And even when people were hitting me up, they're like, you'll take the best offer, can I get it for this price? And I'm like, what? That's really low, that's really cheap. Like, I ain't trying to play myself now. So after I saw the girl who did the word on casting your net one more time and trying it again, God does talk to me through parables dealing with fish or whatever, because, or just, he uses examples of fish because my last name is Bass and I am a fisher of men, meaning men and women for the kingdom of God. And so it was interesting that this word was used to get me to cast my net one more time, 223. So I ended up selling the car. I prayed about it. I sold it for a way cheaper price, but I ended up praying about it, and because after I prayed about it first, then the next morning when I woke up, that's when I saw the word from the girl. What's her name? Bold for Christ. I think that's the name of her channel, Bold for Christ. But after I saw her word about casting the net again, I knew that that word was for me, because that whole week and week before that, it's just like certain things that she puts out, and it's like right in alignment with me, like right on point, same day, same hour, whatever. So I was like, yeah, when she said that, when I woke up, when I remember the night before I had prayed, so when I woke up, and God had answered like several of my prayers through her that week. It was crazy. But yeah, so I was like, okay, cast the net one more time. So I was like, let me try again. And it's crazy because I was at my wit's end with trying to sell this car. I was like, done. And then after she was like, just try one more time, like in the Bible when Jesus saying, come on, just do it one more time, like you're gonna be successful this time. I was like, all right. It was something in my spirit that was like, yeah, this time it's gonna work. So the next question was, okay, I know you're telling me to do it again, but for how much this time? Because I want it for this price, but I keep feeling like you're saying to do it for cheaper. So I'm like, what's the number? So then God's like 800. I'm like, 800, 1500 to 800. That's going to have me like behind. And then I'm going to have to try to figure out a way to make up the rest of that money to the 1500 point. So, I was like, are you sure? And like, I was like, kind of like teeter tottering back and forth, like kind of like seesawing, like, are you sure? Are you sure? But it didn't really take long. It was just like a couple minutes, and I was like, all right, yeah, he's for sure. This is what he wants. So I'm like, okay. And I heard God saying to me, let this car be a blessing for someone else, and I will bless you with the other half of the money. I'll make sure you have everything that you need to pay all your bills on time. You won't have any regrets. Just do what I'm telling you to do. So I'm like, okay, I'll be obedient. Because that's just what I'm gonna do, because it's the best thing to do. So I went ahead and I sold the car for $800, y'all. The guy I sold the car to, he ended up sending me this long paragraph text message. I met him and his wife, okay, so it's nothing like inappropriate or whatever. But and his wife is just actually really cool. She has like good connections and all this stuff. So it was like perfect. Like the night when I or the morning when I saw the word and then changed it, casted my net one more time and sold it, 800 was the number that was told to me. So that's what I sold it for. Now, when I met up with him, he was telling me how he had $1,000 at first, but then $200 of the 1,000 was snatched towards something else, and all he literally had was $800 to his name. Like that's all he had. And he was like, "How am I gonna find a car?" Like I had been looking. He said he had been looking for a car for like days, like months almost, and he was like, he just was like giving up hope because he couldn't find anything, and he kind of was like looking for a car that was like a fixer upper, but everything else pretty much worked, which is kind of like what my car was. And so, yeah, he sent me this long. He bought the car, and then like a week later, I got this text, and he was just saying, you know, thank you so much. This car is like a blessing to me, and he was just like pouring his heart out about the car and how he had already gotten certain things on it fixed and how excited he was about the car, and just, you know, he felt like he's letting me know that it was a blessing. Like he said that it was a blessing. He was like, this car is truly a blessing to me. So it's like I was like, wow, I needed to know that, even though God kind of told me that that's what it was going to end up being, a blessing to someone anyway. But it was like confirmation for him to come back and let me know. So I just thought that was so cool. Like, so basically, I think God is trying to say, you know, if you are trying to get rid of something, it's hard to get rid of, or maybe it's not even hard to get rid of, but it's just like, you know, you're trying to get rid of something and you kind of want to do it your way and at a higher price. God is saying, like, let it be a blessing to someone, because him getting that car at that price, it was actually a blessing. The way that I changed the price and the $200 was taken, and it was like a perfect, he had $800. I brought the price down to 800, which was affordable for him. It was like a perfect piece to a puzzle being put together, you know. And that's how God works. He like makes things work together. And like that day when I sold him the car, I forgot to give him the key fob, and you pretty much need that to get in the trunk, but there's another way to get in the trunk once you're in the car. But you know, I was like, hey, do you want to meet somewhere, or can I mail it to you or whatever? And he was like, oh, I gotta come. He was like, you can mail it to me. He gave me the address or whatever. But then the next day he was like, hey, I ended up having to come up there for work. And he was like, it's like literally down the street from you. So he came and got the key fob or whatever. And everything just worked out so perfectly. Like his soon-to-be wife was just so sweet, and she has like the best connection. So yeah, I mean, her exchange numbers, and it was just a really cool vibe. Like they were strangers. We hugged. We talked about Jesus. We talked about like God, and just like how powerful he is and how like he does miracles. And it's just like, it really was a cool blessing. Like it really was just, it just warmed my heart so much. I just love God so much, because I really wanted the car to be a blessing. And I kept saying I wanted to sell the car to someone who's a blessing. I wanted to sell the car to someone and let it be a blessing. And that's exactly what God did. God answered that prayer. So that was pretty cool to me, because usually my prayers, I'm like asking for something. I was technically asking for something, but like I was giving something and asking for something in exchange that's not tangible. So I'm just like, wow, he answers all prayers, and he is just right on time with that. And it just made me really happy. So I just wanted to share it with you guys, and pass the story along to you, so maybe that you can be a blessing to someone and not get over on them like I was trying to do at first. But God is with us, and he corrects us, and he walks us through, you know. And also God did help me get up that other money too. So he's just so bomb. Like, but yeah, that's the message for today, and love you guys. Peace.